First, let me thank each and every one of you for being here. Also, I need to thank Jeffrey and Maurice and Joey here at the Veterans Center here for sponsoring this event, for putting it all on. All the work they have done. They've got a lot of good food out there for you, beverages, whatever. Help yourself to that. This is not about any one particular group of veterans. This was supposed to be about all World War II veterans, not only those in uniform, but we need to honor those who were in the industries of war. Like these Rosie the Riveters that we have with us here today. And the one lady said how grateful she was to all the guys that were over there. Well, you'll never know how grateful we are to you guys, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have had the ammunition, the equipment, the ships, the airplanes, and everything else that we needed to carry on that battle. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing that. Really, really good. I hope that all of you who have been here and had something to say have had a chance to get up here and talk. If you haven't, boy, oh boy, come up here and push me aside, and I'll step aside, and you guys can share your stories with us. Let me give you a little bit about. My name is Chuck Kohler. I enlisted in the United States Navy on April 3rd of 1941. I was just past my 17th birthday, and I'd lived on a farm back there in Minnesota where everything was pretty quiet. Within 8 months, I found myself manning a .50 caliber machine gun, shooting with total and complete intent to kill out there at Pearl Harbor. Now, somewhere in that short period of time, I lost my youth. A lot of times when I go to events like this, people come up and challenge me, and they say, "You're not old enough to be a Pearl Harbor survivor." Well, I lost my youth there somewhere that morning. Maybe I'm getting some of it back now. I'm pushing up against 92, but I'm trying to live that youth that I lost back there a long time ago. Here's the granddaddy of us all here, I think, Mickey Ganich. He's 96, so he's way ahead of me. Anyway, I guess I'm maybe the kid of the group. But anyway, after I had received my training and stuff, I found myself out there at the Naval Air Station, Fort Island, right in the center of Pearl Harbor. And I've always felt that I was really fortunate and lucky that not only was I in the duty section, therefore restricted to base, but also assigned the 0800 to 1200 security watch at Aerial Patrol Squadron VP 23's Hangar Building 54, located on the harbor inlet end of the island. I heard the sound of approaching aircraft. Not unusual, we're a naval air station. Suddenly and almost simultaneously, there was a tremendous roar, and bomb fragments, explosion debris, and window glass came crashing into the back of my head, ears, neck, and shoulders. I tell you, that can get your attention real quick. I knew that something wasn't right. We were directed into an unfilled construction ditch. I spotted a guy there in his dress uniform. I recognized the petty officer's rating badge, the winged round cannonball, the insignia badge and ordnanceman. I encouraged him to go unlock the ammo shack. All of our guns and ammunition was locked up. And when we get up out of that ditch to go do that, someone, I suppose a duty officer, shouts, "Get back in the ditch! Get back in the ditch!" Hell, I don't want to be in that ditch. We're military men. We should be putting up a defense. We shouldn't be here in this ditch. Besides, I know that this is the beginning of that war that they've been talking about and we've been getting ourselves ready for. And I'm from a proud family, and I damn well know that if I'm going to lose my life in this or any other battle of this war, I would want my family and my country to know that I died fighting, not hiding. We continued up out of the ditch, started to run for the ammo shack. Then again, somebody shouts, I suppose the duty officer shouts, "Get back in the ditch or I'll put you on report for disobeying a direct order." Talk about being between a rock and a hard place. These people in these airplanes are dropping bombs and machine gunning, trying to kill as many of us as they could, and our own duty officer is threatening us with military discipline for wanting to defend ourselves? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. You know what? I never did hear any more about being put on report. I don't think he dared to go up to the commanding officer and say, I want to put him on report. What did he do? He disobeyed a direct order in time of battle. Oh, man, you're in deep trouble. What did he do? Well, they left the ditch and got guns and started firing at those enemy. You know how foolish he'd have looked if he'd have done that? I think there was a concerted effort to keep it very, very quiet. Nothing was ever said about that anymore. Anyway, I'm not going to take up a lot of your time because I know there are others here who want to talk, but thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming here today. I wish we'd have been able to get this started sooner and got the word out quicker and got more people here, but we did the best we could in the short time we had. I was rather surprised when I opened up the paper today. There's not one single word in the Contra Costa Times about this being the 70th anniversary of the end of that war. I don't know what all they found so exciting to talk about or so interesting, but I guess that's all been forgotten. Anyway, it's surprising how fast people sometimes forget, but I'll tell you what, I will never forget the guys that I served with, the jobs that I seen them do, and the Rosie, the Riveters, and everybody else, and the support that you give us now. You know, as you enter into the autumn of our lives, which all of us are doing, it's really, really important to know that your efforts were appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Tell them about why you're on the second floor in the typewriter and the letter. You want to do that?
What?
He wants you to tell him why you were upstairs that morning.
At the typewriter?
Oh, I was up in the personnel office. I was trying to type a letter to my dear sweet mother. Now, I shouldn't say type because prior to joining the Navy, I don't think I'd even seen a typewriter, much less had a chance to use one. But I was using that old two-finger hunt and peck system, you know, and I was making progress. I was proud of what I was doing. I was really going to impress my folks back home with that typewritten letter, you know. After that bomb fell and all that crap came blasting in on me and stuff, the typewriter was no longer usable. I still thought it was one of our air group pilots hot dogging, you know, to have a little fun and crash. I'm going to go down and see if I could be of some help. And when I got up from that desk, I'm thinking, oh boy, I could be in trouble up here using a typewriter. I'm not authorized to use a typewriter. And they're pretty fussy about that back then. And I grabbed that unfinished letter, ripped it out of the typewriter, crumbled it in my hand, and threw it in the wastebasket as I went out the door. Oh boy, how many times I have wished that I would have kept that letter. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. This is my dear sweet wife. Now, she's put up with me for over 61 years. Somebody said a while ago, I think it was Don that said he's been surprised about how long so many of us has been married. We haven't started our marriage yet. We're still on our honeymoon, man. Don't rush us. Marriage comes later. Anyway, thank you so much.